Hey, what's up, guys? It's Durf, and it is time to take a look at Merfolk versus Goblins Duel Deck. So, we've got reprints of these two mythic rares. So, first one is Master of Waves. This is a reprint from Theros. So, protection from red. It's a Merfolk, costs 4, 1 blue, 3 generic. Protection from red, elemental creatures you control get +1/+1. And when Master of Waves enters the battlefield, put a number of 1/0 blue elemental creature tokens onto the battlefield equal to your devotion to blue. So each blue in the mana costs of permanents you control count toward your devotion to blue. All right, and then we have Warren Instigator, 2 red, for a 1/1 Goblin Berserker with double strike, and whenever Warren Instigator deals damage to an opponent, you may put a Goblin creature card from your hand onto the battlefield. So, some pretty powerful effects for both of those. Obviously, you know, your devotional card here for blue, and then this guy, you know, anytime it deals damage. So, I mean, if you're able to give it, you know, like any kind of evasion to get over for damage during combat, or you know, maybe you can get it something that you know, pings your opponent for damage. It's just any kind of damage will help you put a goblin into your from your hand into the battlefield. So, holy crap, they made this hard to open. So, but before we keep going, let's read the back. Tidal Guardians versus Reckless Vandal. So we've got, get ready to master the waves or hurl a goblin grenade. The proud defenders of the sea and the destructive mountain mobs are finally settling their differences. Grab a friend and battle with these ready-to-play decks. So let's see. You get Marrow Regery, Mind, or Misdirection, and Tidal Courier. And then we have Gem Palm, Incinerator, Goblin Charbelcher, and Goblin Chieftain are 3 cards from that deck. So it's going to contain 2 60-card decks, 10 tokens, 2 deck boxes, a strategy insert, magic quick reference card, and 2 spin down life counters. So these decks showcase cards from across Magic history, including 2 premium cards and 4 additional cards that all feature new artwork. So pretty sure like Misdirection. I know Gem Palm Incinerator. That's a new art from you know, that was from shoot. Not Scourge. It was one before Scourge. Legion. So yeah, that was actually a very, very cool card back in the day that you'd play with in a Goblin deck. Alright, so a bunch of stuff here. Alright, trying to see what we get. Alright, so here's our Goblin. That's an interesting way to do that. Okay, here's our Goblin deck box. So we'll put that together. Alright, and there's our Goblin dude. And here's our Merfolk deck box. We will put that together and set those aside. We'll put the decks in there when we're done. Hey, look at me. I'm a Merfolk. Alright, so here's our Duel Decks insert. And holy cow, this thing's huge. I can't even show the whole thing here. And the glare, if I turn it the wrong way, is going to be all over the place. So you got Merfolk, gives you the deck list. Gives you some tips and tricks on how to play that deck. Then you've got Goblins, the Goblin list. Oh, and it tells you notable printing. So that's cool. So Foundry Street Denizen, it will tell you, hey, look, it came from Gatecrash. So okay, focus. Come on. You can do it. So, like, Goblin Glory Chaser was originally from Magic Origins. Goblin Diplomats from M14 core set. Or Goblin Tunneler from Rise of the Eldrazi. So that's pretty cool. You know, in case you might want to go pick up the original versions. So Merfolk versus Goblins. Says some stuff there. And just gives you a bunch more stuff to read. So y'all feel free to do that if you pick up this duel deck. Now, what I usually do is I'll it's been a little while since any of these decks have really retained any really good value. But you know, I used to buy a whole bunch of them, hoping that they'd go up. Here's our quick reference card. But you know, now I just, man, these things just, you're not seeing them spike up to $40, $50 anymore. So I haven't been buying as many. So I'll buy, you know, nowadays I'll usually buy like one for myself and then one to keep just in case, you know, it shoots up later. I can sell it or something. I don't know. All right, so there's our reprints here. So Master of Waves, definitely cool art on that. Looks pretty sick, and you know, kind of, you know, it sort of keeps the theme of, you know, what it looked like before. It's got little, you know, stuff coming out of his head there. This guy has stuff. You can see that guy a lot better. This is a very dark card, but you know, some tattered clothing. They both have tattered clothing, so that's pretty neat. All right, and let's check out the Warren Instigator compared to the old one. Yeah, this guy looks way different. You know, just a different style, different style of Goblin in Zendikar than we have in Ixalan. So, you know, there's the Zendikar version, and there's the Ixalan era version. So, still pretty cool. All right, so we've got the blue deck, and we've got the red deck. Anything else in here? All right, I think that's it. We've got a blue spin down and a black spin down. So just kind of curious, Wizards, like, you have a red deck here. Why not put a red spin down? I mean, unless the thing's random, it would make sense to me. You got a red deck, put a red dice or red die in there. But yeah, you know, who knows? Sometimes we don't make much sense. All right, put those back there. Put those guys aside. All right, let's take a look at the blue deck, the Merfolk. And there should be a little pull tab here. And let's get this cracking. All right, so we'll go through all this stuff. Try to get around the cord on my camera here. All right, Harbinger of the Tides. See what the best way to do this is. Harbinger of the Tides. Master of the Pearl Trident. That is going back a ways. Tidebender Mage. Wake Thrasher. Merfolk Sovereign. Engulf the Shore. Misdirection. Mindspring. Cold Eye Silky. Tidal Warrior. Rootwater Hunter. Scroll Thief. Another Scroll Thief. Streambed Aquatex. ×3. Ink Fathom Divers. Merfolk Looter. Merfolk Wayfinder. Marrow Reegery. Rootwater Hunter. Tidal Warrior. Got a Tidal Courier. And we're gonna have a bunch of islands here. Let's see what kind of, let's go through the islands and see what the artwork looks like. So that's pretty cool. I don't know if these are I don't really recall what sets these would be from, but kind of neat looking. So we will keep going there. All right, we get to a Lonely Sandbar. 1, 2. Blighted Cataract. Aquatex Will times 4. Essence Scatter times 1, 2. Tidal Wave. Claustrophobia times 2. Triton Tactics. Concentrate. And then we've got, should be 5. All right, yep, 5 tokens. So 1/0 Elementals and 5/5 Defender for wall. All right, guys, so that is the Merfolk deck. Put that aside. And let's crack open the Goblins. So it looked like there are a lot of Goblin, or a lot of Merfolk. Looked like there were a lot of Merfolk lords in there that gave him +1/+1. So let's see what we get in this. I really haven't looked at the list yet, so this is all kind of new to me. Goblin Diplomats, Goblin Rabblemaster, Goblin Chieftain, Haste. Other goblins you control have +1/+1 in haste. That one's really good. Goblin Goon, Goblin Raise Runners, Krinko Mob Boss, Relentless Assault. Oh, that's, look at that new art. Nice art on that one. Brutal Effigy, Charbelcher, Foundry Street Denizen, Battle Squadron. Huh. Never realized that was a goblin. I always thought it was like a Phyrexian something. Goblin Tunneler, Bogart Brute times 2. Goblin Glory Chaser, Ember Hauler, Goblin War Driver, Gem Bomb Incinerator. Fantastic card. Goblin Ringleader times 2. Foundry Street Denizen. Alright, so let's go through the mountains. Just look at the artwork there. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Alright, so let's go through the rest of them here. Alright, then we're going to run into Forgotten Cave times 2. Blighted Gorge times 2. We've got the Tarfire, Brute Strength, Krinko's Command, Ghostfire. Oh, the old Goblin Grenade. Fantastic card. Hordling Outburst, Clever Riot, and our tokens. So some Goblin tokens, 5 Goblin tokens. All right. Well, guys, that I believe is all we've got for this product. So I'm going to put these guys into the Goblin deck box. And looks like these can hold the decks if you were to sleeve them up. Looks like they would fit in the deck boxes pretty easily. I can pick up the freaking card, Master of Waves. Alright, so we'll put this back in here. And I think that's about it, guys. So thanks again for checking out the video. You know, really I wanted to open this just so you guys can see what product you're getting. And you know, if you already have these cards, I mean, you can always, you know, just go build the dual deck out of the old cards you have. You know, nothing saying you can't do that. And that might be, you know, might be a fun budget way to do it. You know, you'll probably find that this is probably cheaper than going out and getting the singles themselves, because, you know, you're paying, you know, it's like $17.99, whatever it was. You know, even if you buy it from Walmart at like $19.99, you know, just it depends on how you price out the cards. If these cost more to pick up the old school cards, picking them all up, putting them together, you know, then it's definitely worth getting this if it's, you know, if the originals are a lot more expensive than the reprints. So, yeah, yeah, I've always really liked the dual decks. I have a lot of them going back, even if I just have like a one of box. But I've opened several of them here in the past. But this is the first one for this channel that I've opened on video. So, anyways, guys, here's Master of Waves and Warren Instigator signing off for this episode. So, bye. Have a good day. Yeah, have a good day. Bye bye.